Every morning, millions of people wake up before sunrise. They rush through traffic, work 8, 10, sometimes even 12 hours a day. They believe one simple promise: if I work hard enough, one day I'll become wealthy. But for most people, that day never comes. Years pass, decades pass. The paycheck gets a little bigger, but so do the bills. The stress never disappears. The freedom never arrives. So, here's the uncomfortable question. What if hard work was never the real path to wealth? Think about it. Hardest working people in the world: construction workers, delivery drivers, factory workers, nurses, often aren't the richest. Yet some of the wealthiest people seem to make money, even while they sleep. How is that possible? Is it luck? Is it talent? Or is there a rule about money that most people were never taught? The truth is, hard work is important, but hard work alone has never created lasting wealth, because money follows a different set of rules that schools rarely teach, rules that many people discover only after wasting years chasing bigger paychecks. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden reason why so many hardworking people stay broke, while others quietly build wealth year after year. And once you understand this difference, you may never look at money or your career the same way again. The trap of trading time for money. Voiceover. Script. Imagine two people. Both wake up at 7 a.m. Both work hard. Both dream of financial freedom. At first, their lives look almost identical, but there's one invisible difference that changes everything. The buy. First person sells time. Every hour worked creates 1 hour of income. If they stop working, the money stops too. The second person also works hard, but spends part of each day building something that can continue creating value: a skill, a business, investment, a digital product, or a system that doesn't depend on their constant presence. First, the second person seems to be moving slower. Friends don't notice anything special. Family wonders why they're working after work. Some even laugh, telling them they're wasting time. But they keep building one small step. Every single day, months pass, then years. Slowly, the gap begins to appear. The first person earns more only by working more hours. The second person earns more because what they built keeps working for them. That's the difference most people never realize. The wealthy don't just work for money. They build systems that allow money to keep flowing long after the work is done. And that single shift in thinking changes everything. The belief that keeps people stuck. Voiceover. Script. The biggest obstacle to building wealth isn't a lack of money. It's a way of thinking. From childhood, most people are taught the same formula: study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, work for 40 years, then, hopefully, retire comfortably. For some people, that path works, but for many others, it leads to a lifetime of financial pressure, because every raise is followed by bigger expenses: a nicer car, a larger house, more monthly payments. Without realizing it, they become trapped, not because they don't earn enough, but because every dollar they make already has somewhere to go. The cycle repeats year after year, and the dream of freedom keeps moving farther away. The people who escape this cycle don't just increase their income. They change the way they think about money. Instead of asking, "How can I earn more?" they ask, "How can I create something that continues to produce value?" That one question can completely change the direction of a life. Every successful financial journey begins with one decision: not to work harder, but to think differently. The truth is, wealth is rarely built overnight. It grows quietly. One investment, one valuable skill, one smart decision, One consistent habit, repeated over and over again. Most people never notice these small actions because they're looking for dramatic success. But real wealth is usually invisible until years of discipline suddenly become impossible to ignore. That's why patience is one of the greatest financial advantages anyone can have. You don't need to become rich next month. You need to become smarter than you were yesterday, because every lesson you learn, every skill you develop, and every system you build becomes another brick in the foundation of your future wealth. And one day, people will say, "You got lucky." They'll never see the thousands of quiet decisions that created your success. In the end, the biggest difference between wealthy people and everyone else isn't intelligence, it isn't luck, and it certainly isn't working longer hours. It's understanding one simple truth: time is limited. Every person gets only 24 hours a day. No matter how hard you work, you can never create a 25th hour. That's why the wealthy stop relying only on their time. Instead, they build assets that continue creating value long after the work has been done. A business, an investment, an valuable skill, digital products, or systems that keep producing income even when they're not actively working. It doesn't happen overnight. Every successful person starts small. One lesson, one habit, one smart decision at a time. Years later, those small decisions become extraordinary results. People call it luck, but what they never see are the thousands of quiet mornings. The proof they never see are the thousands of quiet mornings, late nights, the discipline, and the patience behind every success. So if there's one lesson to remember from this story, it's this: don't spend your entire life asking how to work harder. Start asking how to create value that lasts beyond your time, because your salary can pay your bills, but only assets and systems can buy your freedom. The future you're dreaming about doesn't begin with a bigger paycheck. It begins with a different way of thinking. Remember, the richest people don't simply earn money, they build systems that make money work for them. If this story changed the way you think about money, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more powerful money lessons, and tell us in the comments, what's the first asset or skill you're going to build? We'll see you in the next video.